Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? I'm just like a couple minutes late, but that's okay. So I'm here now. I'm trying to find where I know I got good reception because it's not giving me the impression that I got great reception. So forgive me if you hear this shuffling around. So today, welcome to everyone who will be coming into this chat. Welcome and peace to all the kings and the queens, the gods and the goddesses that will be coming into this chat. For the people that are going to see it later is good. Thank you so much for coming to check out my piece. Thank you. And you're more than welcome to leave any questions or concerns you have in the comments. Because I also use, hello, whoever that is, but I also use um, these things called divining rods, in which I can ask the other side, the ancestors and God, questions that you might have about this situation, about Sebastian Rogers' case. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to be discussing what I got so far, and from the things that I've seen, what I came up with and the conclusions I have drawn. If anybody wants to participate in asking questions, you can either leave them in the chat or you could actually hit the link and come up and ask questions. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you what I got. So today, before I went live, I wanted to just clear my energy, and I wanted to channel, like try to channel if I got anything. It's like I did this warm up meditation thing to open myself up to be able to receive any information that I need to receive. And when I did, I started having heart palpitations, which means that Sebastian was actually that scared when whatever happened to him. Okay. So, like, because it came out of nowhere, it was not connected to me, it was connected to Sebastian. So, I also felt like this hurt. I don't know if it was just a hurt or was it a hurtful twinge type of thing in my left shoulder. So, um, I'm sorry to say, I don't like to say these type of things when it comes to kids, but Sebastian, I truly believe is on the other side. No, I know he's on the other side. He has ancestors and angels that are taking care of him, that are giving him the love that he needs right now. He still is very hurt and he feels very betrayed. And he is having a problem coming to grips with what has happened. And so let me tell you my opinion from anything that I've saw, heard, or whatever. I've only seen a little bit of the person named Smiley's um, interview with Chris and Katie Proudfoot. This is Sebastian's stepfather, but he don't look at him like that. He call him Mr. Chris. It's been like that man been in his life for like 5 plus, I think maybe even 10, 5 to 10 years, but he still call him Mr. Chris. That should tell you how Sebastian feels about him. He don't F with him like that, and rightfully so, because he is a nasty individual. He's a jackass. That's what I did pick up. So I was watching different little snippets of him being on people's panel and stuff. Now I seen him on I can't remember that guy name, but the name of his show is The Lab. And so he was asking him something. He's like, obviously, what you something. And I just was like, what a DICK. Like, are you serious? So when the way he was talking to, I think his name is Josh. I think the guy who does the lab name is Josh. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I am. But when he was talking to who I think name is Josh, he was just such a butthole that it was sickening to my soul. I just could not stand even hearing what he had to say. Josh just asked him a regular question, and he just was just so arrogant and such a butthole with his answer. I just turned off whatever I was watching. I didn't even want to see it through. But that told me that this is the way this man is. He's very arrogant. He thinks he's always right. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks the world owes him something, and he thinks people should be bowing down to him. And dude, you got me effed up. No. And so let me tell you in the whole before I dive into the different things that I got from the information that I saw. But let me just say this. This is what I gathered from and from information from the ancestors and God. But this is what I gathered from everything I had that has crossed my path, what that has to do with Sebastian. I believe that Katie is the person that did it. She's the culprit. She's the reason why Sebastian's missing. Now, I don't even know where I heard this from, which is so troubling. I do not know where I heard this from, but somebody was swearing up and down. It was like, I can guarantee you. I wonder if it was, I don't know. Never mind. Don't give me the lying. So it was a woman. That's all I do know. And they said, I swear, I know for a fact that Chris gave Katie an ultimatum, and that she said that that he said it's gonna be either between me and your son, and I expect you to choose your son. This is what the woman said. I don't remember. I wish I remember who it was. I'll be watching too many people. So anyway, he said, and I expect you to choose your son. And I believe Katie, trifling, scheming, conniving, snaky behind, chose that man over her son. So first of all, let me also tell you what I pick up off of her. And I might tell you the reasons why a little later, but I'm just going to say, I feel like she mentally ill. First of all, when she was doing a interview with the girl named Smiley, it was her and her husband. He was doing all the talking, but he's supposed to have not been there. So if you wasn't there, why the hell are you trying to tell what happened to Sebastian or what happened with Sebastian if you wasn't even there? He was saying he was somewhere. He had been there for 2 days or something. And so why the hell are you trying to answer questions about a time frame that you supposedly, quote unquote, was not there for? Now, like I said, I believe that Katie did it, that that Chris cleaned up Katie's mess after he found out that she did it. I don't think he played a part. I don't think he put her up to it. I think he was just saying either he got to go or I got to go, and I expect you to choose your son. And I don't think he expected her to take her son out of here, but she did. And this is my opinion. Everything I say is alleged, but this is what I truly, truly feel. And so, um, and he afterwards cleaned up her mess. It reminded me of another story that I had the same thing to say. But nobody really listened to a person like me because I don't have no cards to say. The cards is telling me. I'm literally getting spiritual information. I literally ask the ancestors and God questions, and they give me their truth, or they try to answer to the best of their ability for Sebastian. So, or about whatever situation that comes up. But yeah, what was I saying about him? About the Chris Proudfoot guy. So that he cleaned up after her mess. It reminds me of Summer Wells. It sounds exactly like Summer Wells to me. But the difference is Summer Wells' mom was her enemy. Oh, and it seems like as of late, every person that like a child situation has come up, it has been exposing to me the mother's role in the situation. Like, I'm going to say this also, what is similar to Summer Wells' situation is Maddie Soto's mother's feelings towards Madeline. Instead of protecting her child, she started being jealous of her child, looking at her child as the competition instead of protecting her child from the monster of a man that she had. So these are two different situations and two different scenarios that are involved with or connected to the Summer Wells situation. I don't know if it's just that I'm supposed to keep Summer's name alive, but I know that these things are connecting to Summer in one way or another. Same way, like I said with Summer, the mom did it, and the father, but Chris Proudfoot is not Sebastian's father, but the father figure in the household in Sebastian's case covered up her mess. Okay, so I'm gonna get into all the different things. So when it came to the Smiley interview, he kept Chris kept on, "Hey Brenda, how are you, honey bun? How are you, girlie?" So yes, so when it came to the the Chris Proudfoot situation, that he kept answering all the questions and the mother was not saying nothing. She was letting him answer for her, and and he had not been there at the house for, as according to him, 2 days or so. So then Smiley started letting the people in the chat ask questions, and when they said they're asking me, why are you answering for her? Can she answer for herself or whatever? He's like, oh, I was just trying to help because people been jumping all over her, whatever, whatever. So once she brought that up, he started trying to step back. He's so controlling. He couldn't even step back for too long to let her answer anything. Even when she answered, he tried to jump in on the end and add his 2 cents, like, shut the F up. If you wasn't there, why are you answering? So anyway, so when it came to they started letting Katie, that's the mother's name, Sebastian's mother, when they started letting her answer or whatever, she was like, "This is her." Now, this is supposed to be the mother of Sebastian. She's supposed to be worried about her son missing. The story is her son's supposed to be missing. Hold on for a second. Let me get a drink of water. I'm a little, oh, darn. Wait a minute. Let me get my little. So, so you said you good. That's good, girl. So, yeah, hold on for 1 second. Let me get a little bit of drink of water. So, when it came to her, she was supposed to be answering questions about Sebastian. Now I'm gonna talk the way she was talking. Her son is missing as we speak. She's supposed to be concerned about where he is. She's supposed to not have anything to do with his disappearance. But this is how she's talking. They asking about Sebastian. She like, well, I'm upset. So I'm upset. This is why I wasn't answering questions. I'm upset about what happened to my son or about him being missing. This is how she answered. Do that sound like an upset mother to you? That sound crazy as hell, don't it? I'm like, yo, she did that shit. Like, yo, this is sickening. Like, what mother do you know if your kid is missing, you don't have no emotion about it? Now I'm hearing stuff, I don't know how true it is, that she trying to skip town. I don't know how true that is, but I'm hearing things like they trying to get out of Dodge and get out of town. They went on Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace started jumping on their asses. So anyway, they've been making their rounds trying to make money off of Sebastian being missing. You said those are always signs that something is off. Yeah, yeah. And the mother, like, she have no empathy for her own child. So before I went live on this, I tried to do like some meditational exercises. So wait a minute, give me a second. I'm up here choking to death. Hold up. So before I went live, I tried to do some meditational exercises. So when I did, I came up with, so usually when people from the other side that something has happened to them or who I'm focusing on, or if I was watching a TV show about them, or if somebody was doing a story about them and I was watching that, they usually come through and try to show me like what has happened to them, the fatal injuries that made them leave this earth or whatever. But in this case, I didn't get all of that. But what I will say I did pick up was that Sebastian was scared crapless of his mother. Like the last minutes of his life, he was so scared. Like, so when I started to do my warm up, like meditational type of exercise to see what I pick up, that's what happened. I started having heart palpitations. Like my heart was not beating regular. It was like so jumpy that, and that is what I believe happened to Sebastian before he left here. Uh, the ancestors just said yes. That is what happened to him. So, so, so that's what happened to him. And something happened to his shoulder, which I believe his mother did. There was nobody else in the house with him but his mother. So she's the one who made him disappear. Okay. Period. So, also the father, Sebastian's father, Seth, um, he was just divulging information. He didn't understand what he was doing, but God will have you sometimes say things that you don't know what you're saying, but it's for divine purpose. Now, they was just asking him about his marriage to Katie, and that, or I don't know, what's they married? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So they were just asking him about his marriage to Katie and what, I guess, what went wrong, or, and so he just was divulging that she's trained in martial arts and all this. And so what I heard without him saying it is that she used to be whooping his ass, okay? That she was crazy and erratic and maybe even bipolar. I don't know. She need to be checked for that. But that when her emotional responses would be crazy, and then she would start whooping her husband's ass, and that's what I picked up off of what he was trying to say and wasn't saying. So the fact that he divulged that, I really believe that that's what happened. Her emotions started going off the rail with Sebastian, but it might have been planned. Matter of fact, let me ask the ancestors right now. Let me ask God the ancestors right now. God, was this planned by Katie? No. Did she lose control of her emotions? Yes. Okay, so that's what happened. She lost control of her emotions, and I believe she laid hands on her child until her child was no longer breathing, if you ask me. That's what I believe happened. That's what I believe happened. Ooh, they saying that's what happened. You hear that? That's my ancestors on my rides hitting me saying yes, yes, yes. So that's what happened. So that's what happened. She did it with her bare hands. She turned into the monster that she becomes whenever she's triggered emotionally. Like a person that is mentally ill do not need to learn martial arts. That's a deadly combination, if you ask me. Like a mentally ill person with martial arts training who cannot control their emotions. That's crazy. So anyway, so so that's what he divulged there. Then what else did I see that jogged my, oh, I was watching this girl. I forgot her name. Something about divine and something about paths. I don't know if it's divine path, divine pathway. I can't remember. But she was pulling cards. This is the only person that I ever saw pulling cards that was like accurate. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be smart or belittle anybody. I'm saying when it comes to something like this the only person I saw and was checking with the ancestors and God. And literally, she was, I'll say about 90% right. I'll say even when she was wrong sometimes, she was right. It was crazy. Like so she was saying all this stuff of what she, just from pulling the cards, and this is what she getting. And then she starts tuning in to her spiritual gifts through the cards. Like it's almost like it hits her like an epiphany. And then she be like, oh crap, this is whatever, whatever. Sometimes she will be right, sometimes she be wrong, but she right way more than she wrong. Way more. So, and even in sometimes she would be like, so one of the cards, it had flew out and she picked it up and she put it out and she said it was something in reverse. But when it's in reverse, it means the opposite of what it would mean upright, right? So when she did that, the reason why she was wrong is because the way she picked it up. She put it up there in reverse, but it was supposed to be upright. So that's what I mean by even when she was wrong, she was right. So, like, this girl is pretty effing good. But the only thing is, she got to learn to control her emotions because she went in on this lady. That was wow. Like, I don't know. I'm interested. I'm interested in her gift, but I don't know if I'm interested in the uh, behavior that unfolded on the live because this lady, yeah, the lady could have said, she could have just said it to her. Like, maybe you didn't mean this, but you saying this person name instead of that person name. But she went the F off on this lady. Like, you could get the F off my channel. Hold up now. Come on now. Bring it back in. So so I don't know. The jury's still out on how I feel about going there because that kind of scared me away from the live when she did that. That kind of made me think this is not who I thought this was, and I need to back up. I don't know. The jury's still not out about how I feel about her, but she good at what she do. That's the first person I ever seen draw cards and be that accurate when it comes to, like, I guess a MURDER investigation. But we supposed to be saying a missing investigation. But let me tell y'all something that y'all might not know that I learned from Daniel Robinson's father. In an investigation like that, when you keep it as a missing persons investigation, you don't have to do no work. That's why they keep it missing instead of a criminal investigation. Because when it's a criminal investigation, now you got to really do some real police work. And they don't want to do that, as we know in former times. See, when I first heard about Sebastian, I think it was on this lady Smiley's channel who ended up getting an interview with the parents. But I think it was on her channel. And so uh I don't know who it was. Was it her or was it somebody else saying that they from that area and they not even going and they're not going to search or something. And all I remember is I was angered by that because so I said, look, my advice to everybody in Tennessee, I said, my advice to everybody that's in Tennessee, because that's where Sebastian from, Tennessee. So my advice to everybody in Tennessee is if you are interested in finding this boy, y'all should get out there and look because we all know what TBI is. We all know how passionate TBI could be about finding somebody because it's been damn near 3 years and they ain't found Summer Wells yet. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And I literally gave them certain information that would have made them be able to find her, at least be able to put your hand on what happened, at least, because it was kind of recorded and documented. And I just put it together to make it make sense to them. And they had some of the stuff in their possession. It's a long story, but they had some of the stuff in their possession and they still did not go make the moves that they were supposed to make the moves. They probably threw that away because they could care less. Anything so they don't have to investigate us investigation. But also, I was told by God and the ancestors that some of them at TBI or the sheriff's office, or maybe even both, was invested in that case. If they would have arrested the mother or the father, they would potentially expose themselves. And I'm told it's some type of child PORN and trafficking type of situations or rings or something like that in this town that is like PEDO type of stuff going on and is widespread. So that's why they did not investigate Summer's situation. So now they're saying that they're going to investigate Sebastian's as a criminal investigation. And you know what else I got to say something about? It be making me so sad about this father. I'll be ready to cry about Sebastian father. Every time I see him, he be out there. He the only one searching for his child. He got like a man that's a searcher or something, and him and this one man be searching all over the place. And it's so sad. It's like the father is so angry that he gotta be searching for his son, but since ain't nobody else doing it, he ain't gonna stop. And that's a message to TBI. Like, damn, try to find this boy, would you? Like, act like y'all got some jobs. Like, this is the second time in 3 years, just me alone noticed and witnessed that y'all did nothing to find these children. Nothing. Nothing. So they say that TBI searched. I don't know that. That's what they say, whoever they is. Okay? Because the people that was there talking about they not gonna search. They from Tennessee, but they ain't gonna search. What do you mean? Because you gonna let TBI do their job? And that's why I was like, my advice is look, if you live in Tennessee, I advise you get out there and search because we all know what TBI will do if you don't say nothing to their asses. They don't care. Uh, the ancestors agree. So yeah, we all seen what happened in Summer's case. We still just sitting around, and we ain't heard shit about what happened to her. Not a thing. But I know exactly what happened to her. I was shown by Summer herself what happened to her. Okay, I was shown by the Most High Divine God what happened to her. And I told y'all everything that happened to her. And I told y'all that the mother was jealous of her instead of protecting her child. She took anger out on this child instead of saving her child from being uh, touched or whatever you want to call it by her father. Instead of protecting her from her father, the monster, you turn into another monster and then get mad at her, and then same thing that I was just saying what happened in the case of Sebastian, but it just didn't have the sexual innuendos in it. But the mother took her son out, and everybody looking like, oh, what happened? What happened? We gonna see if she ever let me ask that right now. God, is Katie going to is she gonna be at least brought in for questioning about what happened to her son? Yes. Are they gonna find her story to be not credible? Yes. Are they gonna be able to connect her to the disappearance of Sebastian? Yes. Is she gonna be arrested? Yup. Okay. Oh, well, she gonna be arrested. They're gonna be able to connect it to her and everything. Well, I'm about to ask this too. Are they gonna be able to charge Chris Proudfoot in connection? Yup. Ooh. Will this be happening sometime soon? Yes. Will they find Sebastian sometime soon? Ooh. Oh, how? Okay, so they say yes, they gonna find Sebastian sometime soon. It's gonna be happening sometime soon. They're gonna be found in connection and arrested and held liable sometime soon. Oh man, I wanted to ask something else too. Wait a minute. Shoot, I done forgot. So anyway, so damn, I I got stunned. Like I got distracted and I went the wrong. It's something I wanted to ask. Something fired me up when I don't know. Dang, that's all right. It's gonna come back to me. It's gonna come back to me. Uh So about how long from now will it be before Sebastian around an estimate of how long it will be before Sebastian Sebastian is found. 1, 2, 2 what? 2 months? No. What? 2 weeks? Yes. Oh shoot. So Sebastian gonna be found. This is my prediction. Given to me by the Most High Divine God and the angels, honey bun. Sebastian will be found around 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now, we'll put it around April 29th sometime. So the very end of April, at the latest, the beginning of May. Sebastian should be found. Okay. And another thing that I had asked about and picked up. So I was watching this guy named Hope. I think it's Hope Paranormal. His name is Josh too. His name Josh too. So he created these spirit boxes and stuff like that. So he was asking these different questions. He also said he see Sebastian on like a forest floor. I understand what he mean by that when he say that. Like I got some type of cards that say something like that. So anyway, so so I just wanted to say that I agree with Josh. It's people that's saying that he will be found in water. I don't agree with that. Every time, let me see. Will Sebastian be found in water? No, because every time I don't get that. I already got where I believe the location is, but that's two of the things that I cannot tell. The location and what two things are near his location that are identifying things. The only person I will ever tell that to is maybe his father. If his father came to me, I would tell him that. But other than that, I won't tell it until they find him, you know? But um mm, I can't give no hints because if I do, but I'm just gonna say Josh is absolutely right. He is on the forest floor, and um, I asked was I can't remember what the question, what the answer was, but I think it was a no. Is Sebastian buried? No, I didn't think so. So he out in the open. Like if somebody was walking by there, he would be seen. Yes. So he is out in the open, in the forest. Well, in the woods. That's what I would say, in the woods, but the woods is the forest. So don't get it twisted. Josh is absolutely right. He is in the woods. And the sad thing is he out in the open. They thought that nobody would never come by this place. But they gonna come by that place and they gonna find Sebastian. And that's y'all asses, Proudfoots. Period. And is there anything else we want to say? Nope. Okay. So on that note, I think I've said all I need to say. Thank you for the people that then came through and checked me out. I appreciate your presence. If you're interested in giving to the platform, the Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. If somebody is interested in getting in contact with me for anything or even to schedule a reading, I have my email listed in the description box. Thank you for whoever decided to pull up. I think I already said that. Please like, sub, hit that notification bell, change that to all so you could get notified whenever I go live or whenever I put a piece out or whatever. So I appreciate y'all presence once again. Thank you. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.